What's going on, everybody? It's your host of the Hurry Up, Adam. How you doing? Let's get started real quick. Start this show. Let's go. First off, I am tired of hearing about Plaxico Burress. Okay, in the New York uniform. He's not going to New York. Maybe he'll go to the Jets. I don't know. Maybe he'll go to Philadelphia. I don't care. It doesn't matter. Stop talking about him in New York. All I hear from everybody is he's going to this team, he's going to that team. How much Giants need him? Listen, go look up the stats. In 4 years when they had Plaxico Burress, Eli Manning has the same amount of touchdowns. He had the same amount of 300-yard games. He had 7 games of 300 yards with Plaxico Burress. He had 7 games in 2 years or 3 years without Plaxico Burress. 2009, 2010. 2 games. 7 games already without Plaxico Burress of over 300 yards. He has 2 4,000-yard seasons without Plaxico Burress. He's thrown for over 50 touchdowns in the last 2 years without Plaxico Burress. Okay? He's thrown just as many with Plaxico Burress, but it took 4 years to get there. What I'm saying is, don't stop his fire right now. He's on fire. What are you going to do? Put back Mario Manningham? Put back Steve Smith? Put back Akeem Nicks? You already drafted somebody in the 3rd round, and you have Ramses Barden and Dominic Hickson. You have a lot of guys in the stable of wide receivers that you don't necessarily need Plaxico Burress. Now, what did he bring to the table? Oh, let me tell you this. Yes, they were the first-ranked run offense in the league, or at least top 2. But what you don't understand is that the Giants did have a top 10 running game last year with a banged up offensive line, mind you. So their offense is doing quite the same things as they did last year, except the only thing that they had a problem with this year is they had 25 turnovers. If they can stop doing the 25 turnovers, they can really do well if they can get rid of the 25 turnovers. Well, more than 25. They led the league in turnovers, but 25 interceptions. They had a lot of fumbles. They can do it. They set a record. They set a record a couple years ago with 13 fumbles. So you know that they can do it. It's just a matter of time. But please. Now you can ask me all you want. Well, hey Adam, what do you think? The Giants can do with Plaxico Burress, where he's going. You know what? Post your questions. Ask me. You can Facebook them to me. You can email me. You can tweet me. Doesn't matter. You can ask me anything you want about Plaxico Burress. But I'm done talking about him. It's over. The marriage, the courtship, it's over. Sometimes you have to get over an ex or get over something. This is what you have to do with Plaxico Burress. I'm sorry. It has to happen. Period. End of story. As far as sports world goes, we got the Boston Bruins tying up the series. It looks like that game is going to be won by the home teams, as you can see. And this is a good segue into the NBA because they were talking about the 2-2-1-1-1 format in hockey and why don't they change it in basketball. Listen, man, it is what it is. It's been that way since 1985, 86 for basketball. It's not going to change. The fact that they added more games in the first round, the first round series used to be a round of 5, best of 5 series. The fact that they made it a best of 7 series and most of them don't even get to 7 anyways, means that there's more money, more potential in that. The fact that this series is 2-3-2. I mean, you could change it up. It would be probably better and beneficial for the away team, but or the non-home court advantage team because they have an extra day to prepare and they can always go back and do readjustments. But let's get into the game tonight. Tonight, epic game. Thursday night, 9 o'clock. I know where I'll be. I know where I will be. Where will you be? This is going to be an epic game. This is a fun series. A lot of people are watching to see if Miami can really pull it off in their first year. A lot of people are watching to see if Dirk and Jason Kidd can get rings. And this is what you really want the series to come down to. And they say 73% of the time, the person who wins Game 5 wins the series. So, and we also talked about Game 3. So these numbers are different, obviously, going back and forth with the stats, but we'll see. We'll see what happens. Today, I think it's going to be tonight. I think it's going to be a great matchup. Should be really fun to watch. If you're a basketball fan, tune in. If you don't know what's going on, tune in. It's a compelling story. And let me say something before we end the show. Um, the NBA made this. The NBA made the Miami Heat what they are right now. If you look at it right now, they had a press conference ESPN held a press conference for LeBron James and his announcement. David Stern and the NBA could have easily stepped in and said, "We don't want this publicity. We don't want that." No, they loved it. They captivated audiences with it because any attention on the NBA, good or otherwise, is good attention. Know that. That's what you want. As long as it's not somebody going to jail, they want that attention. So for him to do that is great attention. Then the fact that they were struggling in the early goings of the season, trying to find who their identity was, is also captivating because now you have these three powerhouse guys captivated, struggling to get and find themselves. After the All-Star break, they hit their stride and now they're in the playoffs. And then in the playoffs, it was, can they get over the hump of Boston? They got over the hump of Boston. People were still talking about it. People love to hate and people love to talk. So the reason that Miami is where they are is because the NBA wants them to be that way. So now that they're in the finals and they're getting all this negative press and positive press, and the Dallas Mavericks are getting very little press on any factors or any stories, is because the NBA made it that way. The NBA wants you to be captivated. The NBA wants a story. They wanted a story since Jordan left. They were trying to build the Lakers versus Cleveland back a couple years ago when LeBron was the top team in Cleveland. They're trying to build that. They're trying to build that drama. So with that being said, NBA playoffs. It's time to get started. Game 5 tonight.